Hi, this is Chris, and though I'm usually one of the irreverent, intolerable players, as we switch to a new story, I agreed to take up the mantle of novice GM for a chance to introduce most of our crew to my favorite tabletop RPG, Battlelords of the 23rd Century. For this small taste of the game, our players will be running a mission from the Charlie Foxtrot Adventure Compendium for the 7th edition of Battlelords of the 23rd Century. This mission finds our assemblage of Battlelord wannabes getting hired on and sent to a luxury space resort experiencing an unknown infestation. It's not a glamorous gig, but the credits are good, and you never know what an opportunity to hobnob with the galactic elite will throw your way. So, thank you for joining us as I take our players through a tiny corner of this gigantic universe. Welcome to Last Resort at the Space Resort. We hope you enjoy the adventure, and I hope I can do it justice.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast. This is Battlelords episode 4. I am still not the GM. Chris is our GM for Battlelords of the 23rd Century because he's had so much experience with it. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This is a pretty cool system. Uses a lot more numbers than a lot of modern systems. But if you really want to get that military milsim type feel, and you want to feel like you could lose a limb at any moment, this might be the system for you. I'm really having a good time with it. I think everybody else is also.
It's basically Twilight 2000 in space with more dice.
More dice. More dice. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to hand things over to Chris and let him, make us introduce ourselves.
Yes, Chris is going to go ahead and start with Malcolm. How are you doing out there, Malcolm?
Doing good. I'm Malcolm. I'm playing Farrok-idan, who is an Eridani warrior who is fighting the good fight, picking up the small contracts on the side. I used to be a bounty hunter, and slumming it with these others, is what we'll call them.
And Matt.
Hello, my name is Matt, and I'm playing Bubba Fott. I'm a Fott, and right now I'm real upset because this bug exploded and shot a missile out of its body and broke my helmet, and so now I got nothing protecting my foil, and I got to keep the foil on.
Which segues us nicely into Nathan.
I am playing Bagheera Ka'Ren, a Cizerack, which is a big kind of cat person kind of thing. And I may be missing some rockets, but I assure you I did not shoot off Bubba's helmet. That was not me. Totally innocent.
Mr. Kupo.
I'm Mr. Kupo, and I'm playing Del Santo Floridia. And apparently I'm a Chitillian. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I'm also broccoli, so I go very well with steaks and other chops.
Asparagus. Asparagus.
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
It's fucking like porn Veggie Tales up here.
Broccoli.
Yeah, and looking forward to see about this bug problem.
Speaking of bugs, Tyr.
Fuck you. That's racist. Is all I'm going to say. I am Tyr, and I am playing Hestu Vorin, a Raazet repairs being of an insectoid nature, and I am terminally broke, so I need this job.
And I am Chris, the one throwing all the bad guys at the other bad guys. It's up to you to decide who's who. Who would like to do the recap?
Tonight, no one will be playing. We're missing
yes.
Sean. Yes.
If you hadn't noticed,
you,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, Bob. I don't know if we're saying missing.
I think we're just gonna. Are we just gonna group collectively play his character?
I say group collectively play.
Yeah.
That sounds fine.
Let's just roll a d6. Whoever gets it that turn gets to play him.
All right.
Right. So who'd like to recap?
I'll do it.
Somebody volunteers.
Last session, we just had one fight. we that was the whole session. We literally just blew up a lot of the so we through various means brought together by this recruiting agency, we're transported to the Crystal Palace pleasure station or vacation station. I forget which galaxy we're in, but we were hired to originally deal with a rodent problem. Got on the station, spoke to the captain, the communications officer, et cetera, et cetera. We found out that the problem was a bit more than a rodent infestation. In fact, there is an infestation of beings brought aboard by none other than Uncle Ernie Freiberg, the universe's leading mad scientist, who created these rather hostile creatures. Also, I believe the station was simultaneously being invaded by pirates. Who were trying to who pumped a knockout gas through the ventilation system and were about to pump a poisonous gas through the system before we put an end to that. We have no information on the pirates yet. We just know that a bunch of them have been taken apart by the Uncle Ernie beings,
along with some of the guests.
Yeah, and I believe we finished last session by finalizing the fight between a whole bunch of these Uncle Ernie monsters.
Yeah, you found the boarding pod that Uncle Ernie used to send the monsters to the space station.
So quick question about that. So that boarding pod, could that have held all of the monsters, or do we think there's like several of these pods?
I would have you roll an intuition.
Got it?
No.
Intuition. What dice am I using for? Oh yes, percentiles.
66.
What is that based on? IQ?
Sadness.
Your
Intuition.
Oh, intuition. Yeah, I didn't make a half roll unless there's bonuses.
Yeah, I didn't make a full or a half roll.
42.
What's your intuition?
77.
So, yeah, you would make it. Given the number of creatures that attacked you, it's safe to say that this pod could hold all of them, particularly if they spent the last 2 weeks from the reported impact growing. However, that does not mean they could not be more that were in here.
I will relay this to the others. The pod could have held everybody we've dealt with now, but it does not mean there's not more pods. And that's assuming they stayed in the pod for incubation period. Much like we do, and never mind. You do not need to know of that.
So that means there's more bugs for us to squish.
There could be. But there's definitely pirates that need to be captured and killed. If there's a price worth it.
Or if they're still alive.
If they're still alive, but hopefully they're working as the consumption part for these guys. Then we'll get in contact with Captain Smith, wake him up. As soon as we do that, we'll be out of here. Assuming they're still alive and haven't been eaten. Since no one would be able to stop the bugs from going up there. Which may jeopardize our
that would be
contract.
terrible. Who would pay us?
Exactly.
So you know that so far in your travels through the under tunnels of the station, you have not seen any evidence that they've breached the commercial areas where the guests stay.
Well, they drug that guy through the grav ball court.
They pulled him down, but they have not gotten up there themselves.
Yeah, based on the guys you've seen, they have not been able to fit through the hole they created, and you haven't seen any other evidence thereof.
Okay.
But that's not to say that they haven't found some way that you're just not aware of yet.
That's true. We've only seen a small part of this area. So.
And now also, where you are, where the pod is, you can establish that you're right by, below you is space. It's you're bordering the outer hull. You know now how to get back to the ventilation room where you first encountered these guys. But other than that, it's just a maze of tunnels. You're not sure of how to get out.
So,
right.
So if there's pirates, there's got to be a pirate ship.
Possibly. Unless they came aboard with the Velvet Pod.
Stowed away.
Guys, I'm a little fuzzy on the laws here, but if we kill all the pirates, can we just take that ship?
No. The people who are paying us are not the pirates, but the people we'd be taking the ship from, in which case we would not be paid.
Well,
no,
there's
I
nothing
mean
to say
take
that.
the pirate ship.
Yeah, there's going to be a pirate ship,
Yeah,
right?
we could take that pirate ship, and that'd become
yes.
our ship.
Yes.
Mm.
I say yes. Well, based on what I know as far as a bounty hunter and overall rights of looting after taking on someone, is that included? I mean, would we be able to literally be able to take that as a part of our prize?
I could tell you what the Raazet laws would allow us to do.
Does this mean you're going to just spit it up and eat it?
Can we eat them?
Well, yes, we could
That's
do
a
that.
Raazet law.
But we could absolutely take it because anything that is given or taken by us is ours. So yes, why not?
I like it.
Hooey! I hope it's a nice spaceship.
Doubtful.
All right. Well, we have a lot of this complex yet to explore. I suggest that we start.
All right, let's get going. I think we had all either. Well, I was dislodged, so we'd have to climb up out of the little pit that the torpedo had landed in. And I think most of the rest of the party's on the other side already.
Correct.
Indeed.
Now, please remember, GM, that I am mapping. I'm mapping from a few minutes before this encounter till whenever, so we know where we've gone at least.
Based on the map that you've drawn, that one direction. So when you approach the pod, you came through a T intersection. The way in front of the path you took would seem to lead back around more centrally towards the ship. The way across the pod would lead to more or less the outer hull area. So it's a matter of which way you want to go.
If the pirates did come in a ship, it would be docked in an outer hull area.
Yeah, that sounds as good as anything. I mean, we just keep walking, right?
For the infestation reasons, they would probably enter more in towards the ship to where the food source is. So maybe we walk around the outside perimeter of the ship and then try to work our way inside.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's like when you're hunting gopher bats. You gotta push them in, right, and you get them all into one little pond, and then you can just grenade them up.
All right. So do you want me to scout ahead?
Look on Tier's face.
Gopher bats. So yeah, let us continue down the outside.
Okay, you want to give me a marching order again?
So before it was
Bubba.
Bubba, you don't have a hat.
it was Bubba and Bagheera that were in front.
Yeah, so I should probably go in front since I still have a helmet.
There's nothing I can do with the remnants of his helmet, is there?
It basically just shattered with the blast. So How much duct tape do you have?
I actually do. I have the space equivalent of duct tape. It is called. Let me see what it's on my
space tape.
It's called cargo tape, and I have mega glue.
So I'm saying it's definitely better than nothing, but it's not going to be as nearly as durable. So if you can come up with something, give me a roll.
Yeah. All right. Let me see here.
I have APC armor left over from the last mission, so can we just use that to...
hell, my tinfoil's tougher than that.
All right. My repair armor is 78, and I'm going to use my Gazinta, which gives me a +10, so that's an 88.
Okay.
And I'll make a roll. 52.
Okay, so you can piece together something that he can wear as a helmet, and it would probably save him one hit. It's the best you could do without any sort of workshop.
Yeah, that is what I will do. And will the devices, any of the components inside of it work?
No.
No. Okay.
No, it's just it's pieces that are basically glued and taped together, and he's going to have some vision issues.
As the mega glue is running down his face and.
Thank you very much for this helmet. It sure does smell good.
So I'm thinking perhaps you shouldn't be in the front. I don't know.
Bagheera offered to stealth up front.
I can go up front.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, I say, I'm Templeton check, and I'll stealth up there too.
Okay. Templeton next.
I thought Sean was on the call. That was perfect.
I know, doesn't it sound right? I'm trying to see what his stealth. He says he's stealthy, and yet I don't see that on his character sheet.
I rolled 43, and I have a 72 stealth.
Escape artist.
I think he's as stealthy as a waterfall of tin cans.
It should be.
Yeah.
Do you see stealth and concealment on his character sheet?
I don't see it on his character sheet.
That's hilarious.
Oh, no, there it is. He does have it. Okay. I'll make a roll for him.
You know he's going to blame you if he dies, no matter who.
He'll blame me anyway.
I think he picked the best armor out of all you guys.
Yeah.
Because since he's so small, he could afford it.
He has a 69 stealth and concealment. He rolled a 66.
So I go about 10 meters ahead of everybody else.
Okay.
And so Templeton goes behind him, or her goes behind her.
And next,
I think Bubba will take the rear this time around.
Okay, then I will follow Templeton, and then I guess you should be behind me, Del Santo, and then you can flip around. Whatever.
Sounds good.
And then I'll follow Del Santo, but before Bubba.
Yeah, exactly, Hestu.
Alrighty then. So, as you make your way around this outer ring of the hallway, you're not seeing any evidence of any other landing pods or docking pods, rather. But you're also not seeing any evidence of any other sort of ships docked near it. You do see the occasional, machine room, locked doors, just regular utility corridors that lead back inward, but not much of interest out here.
Well, it's good for mapping, so we at least get an idea of how far we can go in any one direction. So
now, do you try and make a complete circuit if you don't find anything interesting, or are you just trying to get bored and walk in? Check out some rooms or something.
How much? I guess it really depends on how much time this takes. So if I'm walking for like half an hour, I might get a little bored.
The fact that you're giving even a half an hour.
That's why I asked. Why I had the guy.
Yeah. So if it's like 5 minutes, I'll probably call back and say, "Hey, guys, I'm not seeing anything up here. Are we still going?" And another 5 minutes, guys, still nothing up here. It's pretty quiet.
Keep moving.
All right, are you sure?
Keep moving.
Okay.
Keep moving.
You do eventually make it back all the way around then to the corridor where you started from.
Okay.
Hey, kids, big day.
Hestu, where was the doors up?
And I'll point to the
Is it on your map?
It is on my map.
Well, the direction back to the ventilation room is on your map. There's still the unexplored areas.
Yeah, I'll point out these are the unexplored areas. These are where we have been. If we merely turn left here, we will go to an area we have never been. Or I'm just saying left.
So,
I don't know.
your intuition tells you that probably takes you roughly in the direction from which you originated before you got lost.
Okay. Well, let's go to an area that we have not been to, and let's go that direction.
Okay, it's you encounter hallways again, more machine stuff. There's louder noise, so you can hear that the air handling system is going on around here. Bagheera, I would like you to make a hearing check.
A what check? Oh, hearing.
Hearing.
I was wondering actually if I could use clairaudience.
You can. You just basically gotta chill for a minute and spend the PowerPoints and roll for it.
Ooh, 76, and I've got a 45.
Okay, waiting for
guys. There's nothing up here.
Time for you to have a 30-foot monster drop from the ceiling.
I purposely checked the ceilings because these ceilings look very, very high and perfect for a rhino-sized alien.
GM, I'm running. I roll that against what?
It should say on your character sheet what the
generation is.
Yeah, you have a generation skill.
You have a generation skill?
Okay, it's the stat is 62 and the percentile is 72, and I just rolled a 22.
Okay. So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to we're still around in the dark here, and so I'm just trying to give us some direction.
Okay, so you're basically trying to map the areas around you.
That we have not explored yet. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And is he doing clairvoyance or clairaudience?
Whichever one works.
so effectively, you do make out. It's literally hall after hall of machine shop. You do get the sense that there are other creatures. You can't tell exactly what they are in the halls with you in the interior sections. Some seem to be making homes in certain rooms in those interior hallways. There is a service corridor that seems to lead to where there's a whole bunch of life forms. And that's not too far off from where you are.
Do we share this with the class?
I tell everybody, it's all clear. Nobody's around. Go ahead. No. Parlay that, but I share that. And again, do we have a general direction, a north-south?
Yeah, you could navigate to each of those places if you wanted to. Either the...
Okay, so I do... with my James Mason voice, I do pass this information along to everybody. We are not alone here.
Hestu.
Yes.
How big of an area would that gas canister of poison cover?
Do I have an idea?
Effectively speaking, since it was being hooked up to the HVAC system of the station, it could effectively take the entire station.
If it is the same concentration of the knockout gas, this entire station.
Very well.
Roll me an intuition check on that one.
Okay. I think I made it, actually. Yes, I made a 36 out of 45.
You know that Bubba's helmet is definitely not environmentally sealed any longer.
Oh, well, that was actually how I was testing to see if the knockout gas was still in the air. He's a giant walking litmus strip.
Canary in a coal mine.
Canary, yeah.
All right.
As the mega glue just like drips down.
I would say, interestingly enough, he has not shown any effects of the knockout gas where you are.
So, guys, should I ambush those bodies?
Let's find a smaller room with fewer occupants in case they happen to be crew members.
I will take out I will take out the Gazinta instead of the thunder gun.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
and Bubba will have a shotgun loaded back.
No, this is assuming, of course, we're going to come up. If we're coming to the room full of lots of people, then by all means we got to go get there first. But if it's not coming up first, then we'll just hit one of these smaller rooms.
So which one is?
And we will allow.
So what's closer?
Yeah,
it's about 50-50. Basically, you turn left, you get the small room. You turn right, you get the big room.
Take out the ads.
I say we take out the big room.
Okay.
Well, I like it has to. I like it has to be aggressive.
That is where glory and honor lie. So
as he steps back.
Alrighty, so
Hestu,
yes.
Be aware that there's a fart next to you.
A fart? Who farted?
He flies up. He flies up to the ceiling and hangs from that.
So you're led to a, down this little maintenance shaft to a, looks like a utilitarian door, like you might find, sort of in think of like a conference room going back to the service area.
Okay,
it's that kind of door. There's no.
Their break room. Like they may have snacks.
I mean, you're in the utilitarian area, so.
I switch up my my goo gun ammo to explosive.
Oh, your confidence rockets again?
So Del Santo, they're behind this door here?
Yes.
All right, so
yes.
Is there a shiny red button you can push to open the door?
So and we're on the interior now, right? If there's like a massive explosive, it's not going to do like a hull breach or anything, right?
As far as you know, you're on the interior section of the station.
I do like a
But do we know they're bugs?
We need to find out what they are before you fire.
Fine.
Bagheera.
It's fine.
It's very racist.
It's fine.
I mean, it's okay. I know you, right? So it's all right.
That is not how it works. Because that is not how it works.
I start spraying.
All of you are beneath me, and yet I am.
I start spraying the goo like on the ceiling, on the floor, like all in front of the door, like in the walls.
That is an explosive.
Oh, good. I was afraid it was a lubricant.
So I think it takes like a minute or two to harden, or a few rounds or something.
Yeah, go ahead and read the
It'll be
description of that
fast,
ammo there, Nathan.
Oh man, I gotta open that up now.
You gotta look it up.
The tables have turned. Now you have to look it up.
God damn it. There we go.
Sounds like a German drink. I'd like another shot of
explosive goo.
The Gumschlinger.
1d8 damage type T per charge. So I'm using 10 charges. Becomes active 2d4 combat rounds after being sprayed. So 2d4.
And you say it requires an impact or a trigger?
I'm pretty sure. So 5. I rolled 5.
I mean, there's no real aiming that you have to do if you're just painting the walls with it.
Yeah. You
don't get the malfunction numbers. So that's good.
I'm not sure what damage type T means.
Damage type threshold. So it directly damages threshold.
Okay.
Yeah, or bypasses threshold rather. So yeah.
Oh, great.
So yeah, your armor is basically you don't get spared the concussive blast.
So how far back do we have to be?
You can go back, 5 meters. You'll be fine.
Okay. So I basically like tell everybody to get back, and who's gonna shoot for me? Hestu, why don't you aim at the goo for me, and if it's bugs that come out or pirates, then you just shoot it when they come out the door.
Why don't we just call them rats?
Here. Can we use the term? Can we use the term enemies?
Enemies, yeah.
Thank you.
Enemy bugs. So I go up and I bang on the door and then run back.
Templeton was. I say, I can take the shot for you.
Sure, whatever.
As he adjusts his string tie.
As long
and I'll swap out for my goo, my glue goo.
No, which gun does he use to shoot the?
It will set off with the archaic powder weapon. Yeah. So who used that?
Okay.
No, I love it. That's a great tactic. You're doing that ding dong ditch.
Just ignoring subtlety.
Good God.
Ignoring subtlety, I see, is going to be the...
Yes, as these people have barricaded themselves in to try and save themselves from the invading xenophobic. Never mind. Go ahead. Just fire it away.
This is how to catch fish.
Let me find the...
I was hoping to identify them before we blew the door.
Well, I mean, we're not blowing.
Well, I think that was the plan,
yet.
right? We're waiting to see who answers the door.
See who answers. If it looks like a crew member, then we don't blow them up.
Okay. And we're certain the opening of the door will not ignite the explosive.
Oh, you're not opening the door.
What we don't know is that this part of the crew has held up right after they were celebrating Pirate Day.
It was Taco Tuesday.
Unfortunate choices we make.
Knock on the door. Uber Eats.
Yeah, so I knock on the door and I pounce back with the rest of the crew.
Yes. So essentially what happens is you knock on this door, has absolutely no effect on anybody in here because they're just paying attention to other things until the hole blows open right at that location. In which case you see before you is this beautiful formal dining room with these giant glass windows overlooking this gorgeous, colorful space nebula. Around each... What?
Well... I think we got our signals crossed because basically I was knocking on the door to try and get somebody to come out of the room.
No, nobody would be entering the door knocking.
Oh, well,
yeah.
So,
let's just cut to the chase. We would have blown it up.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So, next best thing.
No need to backtrack on that
I was
one.
Fair enough.
I mean, in all fairness, we weren't really listening to you when you were talking about your plan.
I just wish this place was made of wood. It'd be a lot easier.
Pimpleton did say he was going to shoot it. So. So this blows open, and around each of these tables, you see these tables are filled with passed out diners. And these red dots are humans, by and large, armed, wearing armor. You see them gathered around by the elevators, food service area. Some of the patrons at the tables seem to start stirring at the blast, and all these guys basically turn towards you. I'm going to need you to roll initiatives.
All right, how do we do initiative again?
2d10 minus your initiative modifier.
2d10 minus initiative modifier? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, back to this. What's Malcolm, what's your initiative?
-4.
Jesus. Okay. Nathan?
2.
Tony?
Okay, so it is 1.
And Tyr?
11.
Bubba?
-2.
And Pimpleton?
6.
Slower than a three-legged squirrel.
Pimpleton.
He was a 6.
He was a 6.
Great day.
I can fix helmets with mega glue and space tape.
Yes, the Talud has its place in its throne. Let us not slide any further.
I gotta say, this is my second best helmet I've ever owned. So good work.
That's the fumes talking.
It's also my only second helmet I've ever owned.
It's now got holes in the top where the ears just come out. That's
Little foil-covered ears.
Bubba, I don't recall if you have any grenades or long-distance weapons, so I'm not going to worry about it.
So,
And you're in the back of the group.
Grenades, yeah. He's got like a bunch of you see paint cans strapped to him with like funny little doohickeys and like faces painted on them, and some other canisters that have like little bunny faces painted on them.
Wait, were they actually paint cans? Because I've been like just spray a line everywhere you go so we can.
They look like spray paint cans, but they've got small little amounts of explosives attached to them and wires and stuff. Looks held together with the same tape that his helmet's held together with.
No, let's not do that then. We'll use those for special times. They're not happening in a dining room with a large transparent steel, I'm hoping.
I will remind people that your contract says try and not hurt the guests of the hotel.
Yeah, but now we just messed that up.
So for metagame, Malcolm, he's got smoke grenades, and then he has those things. They're paint grenades. So paint grenades are cool because they basically like a bank. You know, the dye bomb, those dye canisters. It's like that. So it like covers everyone's visual optics and stuff. So they don't do any damage.
Okay, we may need to have you hit food services, but we'll deal with that in a second.
Oh, I'll hit food services.
Not the food, the people in food service. Something like food services.
Is there a difference?
Oh.
You keep saying them things. That's why we keep.
So food services needs to be blown away. And then we need to kill the guys at the elevator to clear away after the civilians. The ones in the mix will take hostages. That's just a terrible idea for them and the hostages. But I'm not going to say that. Unless they have
why not just blow the windows and close the door behind us and call it a day?
Because then we have certainly failed. You have not tested honor enough.
You
simply chose.
You say failure, I say Tuesday.
Okay.
I do not like this Tuesday.
So I'm going to talk about this room a little bit longer. You'll see this little line at the lower edge. This is the ramp down. So that places you about 1 meter below the floor level of the rest of the dining area. And it just
sugar.
Well, there is a rail here. It's a steel slatted rail, so you can see through it, but it's partial cover both directions. So you do have the option to just hop the railing and go over if you want a clear shot, but that leaves you exposed. Or you can work your way around these big glass windows that people will probably be shooting at now. But it's up to you.
No.
Well, we're still in the maintenance tunnel area, right?
Yes.
Which is below the main floor.
Yes. And it's,
So we could just like head back out that door and then just see if someone comes.
Our bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it seems kind of cowardly, so I don't really want to do that. But it's like if we can draw them out, then we can truly fight them hand to hand. Well, that's my personal preference, but still, as opposed to climbing up, going across, running across the floor, hacking people through the cheese plates to get to them.
That sounds like a plan.
since the holes.
We also have the idea that we can run up the ramp while they're running towards where the blast is. We can head towards the left and then start running up the ramp to gain.
No, they can see us.
Yeah,
They can see us the entire way up the ramp.
Yeah, a meter is only about 3 feet.
And they'll be just shooting at us at this ramp with a big, huge glass wall behind us.
I like the cover of being below.
Yeah, we have at least half cover, I would say.
Yeah, I like the half cover for the shooty people. I'll have to jump over and cut people, but everyone else is going to be shooty.
I'll tell you how we're going to run this, because now that the hole's been blown open in the door, we have initiatives, and Malcolm can go first, and you can decide what to do from there.
Yeah.
The main cover is.
We could bullshit metagame this, but we could actually just see what he does.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, considering that apparently it has required my people to meet my enemies face to face, as opposed to just shooting them from a distance, but they aren't advancing towards me as of yet. So I guess I'll have to coax them out towards me, I guess. So I will try to coax one of the elevator people by shooting him.
Good coaxing.
I mean, pirates are beneath your station and below your, and probably not deserving of your honor.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're all. Believe me. Plus, the name is Ginger Snaps. I'm gonna snap that ginger. All right. So, all right. So I will open fire with my. What is my? Oh, that sounds small. But I think they're within the range band of like Savage B laser pistol.
So this guy is about, let's see, he's about 20 meters and 30 meters for the two in the elevators, respectively.
Okay, so well within 40. Far away. So that's I don't know. So that's range band 1 and 2 are both 40 meters.
15 and 25.
Yeah, those.
So they're all range brackets 2 to 3, respectively.
Okay. Well, I'll shoot them from range bracket 2 to 3 from partial cover. Do they have cover where they are?
Only the railing that you're shooting through. So there are some minuses. Let me see what exactly the minuses are.
How big is this railing? I mean, I'm down below shooting up at them, and I'm just like taking out their legs if I have to.
Well, like I said, it's a slatted railing. It's about, railing height, about another 3 feet.
You can tell this is not a Star Wars ship.
Yes. They have OSHA to a degree here.
Space OSHA.
Space OSHA. SPOSHA strikes again.
You don't talk about them. It gives me PTSD. They once killed a whole crew I was working with.
That crew was contaminated. SPOSHA was doing the right thing. All right. So I shoot them. Get percentile on that.
Yes. So remember, it's your skill with the Savage Bee plus your skill with the range brackets minus 20.
So it's my skill with the savage with the beam weapons minus. Let me just roll. This is not a good day for the elevator, but a great day for the guards watching. Actually, I think I shot the railing.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 79. I have a beam weapon of 64%.
But then you add the percentage in there for your weapon on that range bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent then. Well then, I think I can do it at 100. So I think I hit them.
Yeah, that is
100.
Only just, so it was very close, actually.
Suck laser.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, crap. 6.
That's right leg. And the damage of the Savage Bee.
It would be 3 die 4. 7. Yep, just 7 points total.
Okay. You get
a blue Razor.
You get a decent hit on his armor. You see a smoking hole where it impacts.
Since I have 4 actions, I think I'll spend another one to shoot again. Because I really hate him. Okay. 37.
That's a good hit.
Location is the 5.
Left leg.
Great. This is better. 10.
Okay.
Is he now lying down so I can see him completely without cover?
Unfortunately, these guys, unlike the aliens, are wearing armor.
We need more aliens. Okay. And I will use the other 2 actions for defense, since I probably will need it this time for these guys.
Okay. Good call. Bubba, it is now your turn.
All right. Bubba, knowing that the Eridani is going to want to go in there and do some slice and dice, Bubba's going to kind of pull up to the side, pull one of his paint cans off of him, and he's going to lob a paint can, try to get it between the 2 guys at the elevator doors. Now, I'm not sure how that works. I do have a throwing skill, but are there any other modifiers?
There is a minus 40 for throwing over your compatriots, and the railing, which is, floor to the top of the railing is another 2 meters.
So he would need to move?
You'd have to move up.
If Bubba moved in and slid down kind of low behind the wall and then threw it over the wall towards him, would that be a little bit better?
It would be better in that just less likely to bounce back at you.
That's perfect.
That'd be good.
But it's negatives for the aiming, so there's going to be some play there.
When you do something like throw, I have a throwing skill, but I know other firearms, you add stuff. I'll just roll, but I have a 71 throwing.
Okay, let me check the old combat modifiers
Is
table.
it based on your agility or something?
All right, well,
Yeah.
That's not a good noise.
I rolled a 90.
That was not the groan of victory.
No, it was a groan of 98.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Does the grenades have a malfunction number?
Not that I wrote down, so I don't know. I just thrown them in there.
Oh, my Fott.
Oh my, that's it.
Because
Holy
the
fuck.
Fott might have just blinded half the party.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I don't see a malfunction number for them. So you are good, but roll me a d10.
D10. All right. 3. Sorry, guys. I'm blaming it on the faulty visor.
That's just glue.
So it bounces off the corner of the wall and lands right at the feet in the middle of the party.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
do we have to make dodges? Is that what's going on here?
There's no real chance of dodging this one. Somebody can jump on it if they want.
Well, somebody who hasn't gone yet, right?
Yes.
Well, I still have more actions.
Yeah,
right?
he still has actions. So
Yeah. Can I just go? I jump on it? It doesn't. I'll cover it up.
you can.
I'll be like, grenade out. Oh, no. Grenade back in.
Those bastards!
He'll jump on it.
Those bastards are throwing grenades at us.
He'll jump on it.
So you'll spend the rest of your actions to jump on the grenade and
Yeah.
splutch. Okay.
Be a painted Fott.
What rakish color are you?
I'd say he's bright green.
Okay.
Safety green on the front.
Okay. That was a thing.
And I'll save my other 2 actions to just be lay on the ground in shame.
Okay. I was like, you should probably say that just shame.
Diving on the grenade takes up all your actions,
There you
basically. So you see in front of you the pirate in the furthest from the glass elevator, this guy right by the entrance to the bridge.
Yes.
Yes.
He just moves into cover at the end of the bar and is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. He failed his awareness check horribly.
Well, I mean, if Bubba stands up, he might think Space OSHA is actually here. I think that's how we just play it. We just run in. West OSHA.
No one expects. Sposha.
So, Mr. Kubo, that brings us to you.
Well, I'm going to, I was going to cast Calm, but I think we're way past that.
Way past it.
Way past that. And you have to touch people too. And
Yeah.
I'm not a touchy-feely thing.
Now the person I want to touch is is my teammate. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, just get a preemptive calm on him.
No, instead I'm going to shoot at the people at the glass elevators with the SMG disco ball.
Oh, Jesus.
I've been waiting for you to use this weapon.
What?
It's a laser submachine gun called the disco ball.
I picture it as like literally like a disco ball that like rotates and like.
But I'm also seeing lasers fly off in different directions. I'm like,
yes,
there's a lot of problems with that. Okay,
that's right. It makes a techno music sound as it's fired.
I assume you're doing burst fire.
Yes.
Okay, that takes up all your half your actions. So go ahead and roll the rate of fire die. First roll your shooting skill check because you're at a minus 40.
I got a 9.
Oh, then that's a good one. You hit. So roll your rate of fire die.
That is sorry.
It's a D8.
Rate of fire. Where? Just so I know, where is that again?
So if you look all the way over, you see the next next to bumps. Yeah.
Okay.
So you do 8 shots. You roll a D8 for 8 shots.
Okay. First one was a 1. Second one is a 4. So am I adding these up as we go?
No, you're just taking notes of them and letting me know who you're shooting at.
Okay, hold on. 1, 4, 8, 1.
That's awesome.
8, 2.
So 1 4 nothing
1, 4,
1
8, 1, 4.
5, 3. Okay. So from this entrance, it seems like I have like near the elevators, near the food service area. Like I'm trying to keep my shots in this sort of a straight line.
So you're shooting basically at the first guy in front of you, right in front of the elevators. The same one that Farrok was shooting at.
Yes.
Okay. And you got 2 misses?
Yeah, the 8s were misses. Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty freaking good shot grouping.
Yep. Now you got to roll damage for each one.
Yeah, let me see first if the
Make them
hit anybody. No. And no. Okay.
This is what you get for throwing grenades at my comrades.
Okay, the damage per shot.
1d4 plus 1.
Chimney crickets.
It's ablative. So Coop, you have a 1d4?
Yeah. So first one is a 5. How many times do I roll damage?
You're going to roll it 6 times.
Okay. So the first roll was a 5.
Okay. 5 to the head. This helmet's...
Second one is a 5.
Nice.
Third one is a 3. The next one, is a 5. A 5. So that's 4 5s and 1 3, and final roll is a 5.
Jesus.
Holy crap. I guess they really shouldn't be throwing grenades at you.
Wow. So I don't know what that sounds.
Okay, well,
sounds good, what I do. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk you through that. So you get one shot, hits the guy in the head. Doesn't appear to penetrate the helmet, but it obviously got his attention. There's a number on yours that says SI.
It's 1.
It's 1? Okay. Because that will play a factor here. The next shot, to 4, hits him in the right arm, and that one leaves a smoking dent in the armor. Next shot hits him in the left arm. That one doesn't seem to
crucify you,
that doesn't seem to do anything. Another shot to the head, that makes him angry.
It's not exactly a stigmatic gun, but you're doing okay.
And then left leg and left arm get hit again. So he now has a couple of smoking holes in his armor, but nothing has gotten all the way through yet.
Okay. So do I still have an action?
You have a half action.
So can a half action duck back inside the safety of the hall? Or since I'm so short as it is, can I simply go underneath the floor line?
You can duck down for cover, yes.
I will bravely duck down for cover. Thank you.
Okay. Guy in the middle of the tables. You just see him stuff a bunch of stuff into a bag. He was clearly robbing them. And throw
Randy's
the bag down.
stealing the gazpacho. Yeah, I just saw him pour a bowl in his bag. Get it.
Yeah, that's all he could do is stuff what he had in his hands in his bag and try and draw a weapon. That's as far as he gets.
All right.
Next up is Nathan.
Bagheera. So now, can I do 2 burst actions to take up my whole turn?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So to the right, I've got the glass elevators. To the left, I've got all those banquet tables, right? And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the banquet tables. So I'm going to do a burst with my F cannon with my glue load and try and hit those 5s, and then I'm going to try and do. I'll tell you what I do after that. So see how that goes.
Wait, just so we're clear, you want to go after the 5 red guys
In the banquet table?
in the banquet tables?
With my glue gun. So
Yeah, the explosive glue?
No. This is the stick. This is the sticky
adhesive.
adhesive goo.
yeah, I'm gonna make them all sticky. Hopefully. So I'm gonna try that for as my first action.
You know that's range bracket. Let's see. So that goes from range bracket 3 to 5, depending on which one you're shooting.
3 to 5. Oh, I don't even go to 5.
Yeah, that's you can goo the hell out of those front tables though.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were like. I thought it was gonna be like a 1 to 3 or something like that. So 3 to 5.
Yeah, so it's 3 to the first one. That's 16 to 25 meters. They're about 20 meters away. And that's the
Wait,
by table. If you look by the red dot to the left of table 5.
Yeah.
so that'd be, that's Chadwick. Table 5, Chadwick.
All right. So,
Randy's
I
at
was,
table.
I was way overestimating my range. Now, can I move?
Got to work on your Kegels.
Along the railing to get like a better range increment?
You can, yeah.
All right.
Wait, for Chadwick or Todd or Randy?
All of them. I want to hit as many as possible. So I think I'm probably just going to do the one burst if I can move to a point where I can get as many as possible. But I might not hit any of them anyway with my roll. My roll was pretty bad. But yeah, that's what I would do. So what's my range bracket if I say like I move to like the middle of the railing?
Middle of the railing, it's let's see, it's range bracket 2 to the guy by table 5, and range bracket 3 to the 2 in the back between tables 8 and 9.
So I rolled a 96, and I have a 59 plus for range bracket 2 is 45.
Your skill plus what's your skill with the gun?
My skill with the gun is 59.
Okay.
So that's 104. For range bracket 3 is only 5, so that's gonna suck.
And you have the minus 40 for the partial cover.
Yeah, so I'll probably miss all of them then.
But spray and goo, you can successfully adhere your patrons to the tables.
They're not going to fly out into space when we break the wall.
Right. The parts that are stuck to the table won't.
Oh,
So yeah, I guess I just spray goo all over the place, and that's my turn.
All right.
Oh dear.
And we got a whole mess of pirates going.
Did you hit any of them?
Nope.
Okay.
No, with minus
So
40.
that
this has
means
been
Bellamy,
a
Randy,
banner
Todd,
round.
Chadwick, and Sandra are still able to go. And we still got Becky and Sully at the food service. Well, I guess Trip, who's running towards the bridge, is one thing. And we've already shot Klaus and Marjorie. Got it.
So the guy who was shot with the lasers turns
Klaus.
his goo gun towards you guys. And he misses horribly. Okay.
Does class hit a friend?
He did not
Like our
hit
Fott did?
he did not hit a friend.
We were just having an innocent gasoline fight.
But basically, he just paints a nice little door-shaped outline of goo around your door.
Okay.
So
Don't step there.
That failed miserably. And next up is Pirate 10.
Who's that?
Pirate 10 is the one in the middle of the food service area.
Okay, that's Becky.
So Becky goes, dives for cover by that chair in that corner.
The corner closest to us or furthest from us?
Corner closest to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That'll leave Sully open unless he moves.
And Pirate 2, which is between tables 9 and 12. He's also just shoving loot into his bag and...
Okay, so that's Randy.
Yeah.
No, wait. Already got Randy, so that must be Todd. Sorry.
He shouts out, "Why the fuck aren't they
Saying, does
asleep?"
anybody have a bear claw?
Sadly, you came in the middle of the appetizer course.
Yeah.
So it's all just soups and salads.
And yeah, great.
Let's see, that was 2. So next up, we've got...
Welcome to the buffet of death.
Buffet of death.
Between 6 and 10, he's doing the same thing. He's just stuffing loot into a bag and drawing weapons.
Okay.
You know, the buffet of death was supposed to be Bruce Lee's.
But we're just
last film.
passengers lost on the Toledo deck. Don't mind us.
In armor. So tables, the one between tables 1 and 2, same thing.
Okay, that'll be Chadwick. Or is that Sandra? Chadwick or Sandra? I can't remember. Okay.
See, what they don't realize is we're lulling them into a false sense of security.
Totally false. Absolutely false.
There is a glass window behind them. Yes, they should feel very secure.
We're only pretending to be completely incompetent.
Pirate 3, same deal. He's just loading up his what he had in his hands in his bag and is seeking cover behind the table, behind table 5.
Okay, that's Bellamy. What is Sandra doing? She's just lounging around between those tables?
Which ones are you calling Sandra?
I don't know. I haven't got them all.
The ones that haven't gone yet.
The ones that haven't gone is Sandra.
Yeah.
Sandra.
Chris, I don't know if you know it. We drink.
Sandra and Sully haven't gone yet. That's all I know.
Sandra's the other one in the food service area.
Yeah, no, that's Sully.
Okay,
Sully's
that's Sully.
American. Yeah, Sandra's one of the table people.
The other one by the second glass elevator is the other one who hasn't moved.
Okay, that's Marjorie.
Okay.
Like Malcolm was like, no, those aren't the names of your NPCs. These are the names.
He's got a better name than I do.
This is my fucking story.
How many times I've given names to NPCs and they've been completely butchered? Dr. Heiselberg. Dr. Hasselhoff? No, God. Damn it.
Oh, I know all about that.
Dr. Hasselhoff?
Smigelski. Semeski? Sajewski?
Smeghead. That's it.
Susan. Now you're just doing it on purpose.
Okay, that brings us to Mr. Pimpleton Tech.
I say, I've been preparing a shot since we started, so he's going to take it. Because I imagine he would with a sniper rifle.
Yes.
Ooh.
And he'll shoot the guy closest to the door.
The bridge guy? Going to the bridge?
No, closest to where our door.
Oh, the
The
one by the
guy-
glass village. So
Yeah, the one who is lit up by lasers.
Yeah.
Does he get a bonus for aiming?
he does get a bonus for aiming, plus 20.
Okay. All right. So he is going to. Does anybody else want to shoot for Templeton, or it's just going to be me?
Yeah, just go for it.
Go for it.
got
Yeah,
open.
fun.
Yeah, my rolls haven't been great.
Nobody's have.
Well, Templeton rolled a 28, so he definitely hits.
That's a hit.
Yeah. And that he's got a D8.
Oh, he's firing
See.
first.
Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong character. Hold on one second. Spaceman. It's not a burst
Yeah, I
weapon.
was going to say. So why are you rolling
It's
D8?
single shot. Yeah, sorry. It's got a 46 damage. So a D6 for hit location?
Yep.
2?
Choose center torso.
Okay. 10 points of damage. And 1 point of structural.
Structural down to 11.
Klaus is not having a great day.
That blew a hole in the armor, but he does get to absorb it.
Does he have does Peppleton still have cover where he's at?
Yes.
So he can use his second one for another shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do because fuck it. I'm in charge tonight. Why not? All right. He's going to make another roll. Ooh, what range bracket is he at?
This is range bracket 2.
Oh, yeah. He rolls an 83, but he's got a plus 60 to hit alone. I don't even need to look at his skill. He is, and that shot is going to go to 2.
Our torso again. So
okay. And the damage on that is good. 19 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus. That hurts him.
Is that a critical?
Yeah, it might be.
Klaus is getting a critical.
Yes, it is.
What do you need me to roll?
Torso is D20.
20, okay. 15.
15, stomach ruptured.
Okay.
That's Corinthian. Oh, never mind.
So he collapses screaming, but he's still aware.
There are hostages sleeping. Keep it down.
Actually, no, the hostages are starting to stir. You see table 14 starts, getting up, looking around, starting to freak out.
Take cover under your tables, and you may live. There are there are gender snaps on board.
So, Pirate 4 in the food service area just finishes shoving the eclair in his mouth and draws a weapon.
Goddamn Sally, always going for the eclairs. This is why Becky's taking cover, you idiot.
Sally, you were on keto, you bitch.
But that does mean his helmet's open, so that's good. Unless he has one of those feeder holes. And he probably does. Anyway.
That takes us to Hestu.
How great would that be? Is they've got like a space feeder hole for tube food and just shoves a hole in
It's like a little Cuisinart right there in your face.
Couple of questions. Do we know how high the ceiling is here?
It's a pretty high dome ceiling. So
are there any like fake light fixtures and stuff up there?
And these are real chandeliers.
It's largely undisturbed to prevent interruption of the view of the nebula. All the lighting is sort of subdued and low. So,
and second question is: does this take me an action to switch weapons?
Draw weapon is a half. So put one away is 1 and
Well, I've got 2 actions. Is move counted in those?
No, move is a free action.
Okay. All right. So I will put away the laser pistol, pull out the thunder gun.
Thunder
gun.
And take a shot at I guess what range bracket is that second person at the elevator?
That's range bracket 3, and so you don't have the quick draw skill, right?
No, I do not.
So
actually, if that's range bracket 3, I don't know if I'm going to shoot that person. No, the first person, he's still alive and still a combatant, right?
Yeah.
Who, Klaus?
Yeah, and is that range bracket 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just shoot that guy.
Okay.
Energy 6. Yep. Okay, so I made it. And he 1D. It's not a. So it's a one shot. So it doesn't have. Does this still have rate of fire? I guess it does.
If it's one shot, no. It's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If you hit you successfully, then it.
Hits. All right. So I hit in the 2.
Center torso, where he has no armor.
So this is the thunder gun, so it ignores threshold.
Yeah. But he has no anything out there at the moment.
Well, I don't know.
He's just got his svelte abs.
5 points from the thunder gun, from the thunderbolt generator.
Oh, that's going to be another crit.
D20?
Yep.
Oh, wait, I forgot he spilled out his guts last time.
14.
Stomach punctured again.
Oh.
Can you do it, or you want me to re-roll to another one?
No, I'm good with that if you are. It's, yeah.
Well, I mean, you can only puncture a stomach once, really. So let's do another one.
Once with the laser. Was it laser? Was the other one?
No. That was the archaic powder weapon.
The sniper rifle?
Yeah.
You can puncture it more than once. It's fine.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
So the first shot, his guts like fell out, and this one you just cooked him.
Yeah.
Well-
yeah.
Much to his regret, he is still alive.
Oh my god! So for my move, I will move down the. I'll move down along that the ramp to the left. Towards the outer wall, so we're not all clustered up in one bunch.
Good call. And now we have Pirate 6, who's the other one from the elevator. He was the only one who actually had his weapon out. So he is going to take a shot with his goo gun. And with not 8, he hits. He is aiming for a person who is right up front, which I believe is Bagheera.
Yep. It's better be the nice kind of goo.
Somehow, I suspect the answer is probably not.
Fun goo.
Fun goo.
Wait, that
Good
was
for your
the,
fur.
Are
that
they
was the,
paying you? Then it's not the fun goo.
wait, that was the guy near the elevator that was heading towards the bridge, right?
No, this is the second glass elevator guy.
Oh, Marjorie. Never mind.
Yeah.
That poor bastard in the front by the elevator is still alive.
Yeah, Klaus is just dying. His stomach is like been charred and lying in front of him. And he's like,
Like trying to pull it back in.
yeah. He laughed at us shooting him in the head before. He's gonna wish we had killed him, but no, I'm gonna have him beg for the agents. He will be crying there on the ground.
It's going to hurt a lot, but it's going to take a long time to die from it.
Begging for his nog and his nog cousin's little piece of crap.
So
Space OSHA says this will kill you, and it will hurt the entire time you're dying.
all 3 shots with the goo gun hit.
That sounds unpleasant.
Oh, if that messes up her fur, she is gonna be pissed.
So that's center torso. 6 is right leg
They have a location chin.
and right leg. So you get the sticky goo plastering your torso and right leg to the floor.
Oh, so my back leg?
Yes.
Okay.
So you could still shoot, thankfully, but you're still covered in goo and stuck in place.
Oh, this takes so long to get on my fur.
Luckily enough, your suit's environmentally sealed.
Well, that's
Everybody's is except for
Bubba.
somebody. Yeah.
Fuck!
what the fuck?
You better not drop that canister now. It'd be pretty bad without payment.
I got 2 more.
No, you're fine. I'm talking about Hestu. That's the canister that concerns me.
just holds the thunder gun to the canister.
It may come to that. Just like,
So that brings us to the end of that round. Okay, so we'll wrap it up with a quick summary. So we have
Yeah, please.
1 pirate down screaming from a horrible pair of injuries to his stomach.
Klaus,
So the one next to him,
Marjorie.
Marjorie, is alarmed, and the only the woman's paying attention.
As usual. What the
Spraying
hell are
goo
you
gun,
doing?
getting our nice little Cizerack friend all gooed up. People in food services area are taking cover behind the donuts.
Okay, that'll be Becky and Sully.
And all the pirates around the tables just have a bag of valuables in one hand and are drawing their weapons in the other.
Bellamy, Randy, Todd, Chadwick, and Sandra.
You have a Dayglow Green Fott lying prone on the floor.
Don't know him.
Oh, don't you remember Armand?
Honor demands that I ignore you at this point.
So Tyr, you are between tables 5 and 4. Bagheera is between tables 4 and 3 on the ramp, and everybody else is in the hallway. If I got that correct.
All right, are we wrapped up?
Yeah, we're wrapped up. Thanks, listeners. Thanks for joining us for episode 4 of
Thank you,
Battlelords. And
Yes, and thanks for our 300 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hopefully, by the time
Tell
this
your
airs,
friends.
That's
It'll be
right. by the time
305.
this is aired, right?
this might be like This could be next month. It could be 2023 when this airs. So who knows? But thanks.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
The future is here.
or it goes the other way. They had 300 subscribers.
So it's agreed. We're going to have Sean do the recap for next week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot, Chris. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yes,
Everybody,
thank you,
please
Chris.
tell your friends to check out the show.
Please.